The end of the year means holiday fun and some stress, along with some excitement and nervousness for the new year to come. Here is what happened in the Murrieta real estate market in November, and we'll talk a little bit about what to expect going into 2020 as well. And we are starting right now. Hi, I'm Jessica Genung, and I'm a realtor here in the Murrieta Temecula Valley with Realty One Group Southwest. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. My husband Chris and I, we have been doing a lot of 2020 planning and research on forecasts for the upcoming year. Chris and I, we are a husband and wife full-time real estate team if you happen to be new to my channel. A 2020 forecast video will be coming out very soon, probably within a week or so. Realtor.com, they recently predicted a market downturn for 2020, and I am going to analyze their findings in that video and tell you all about it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Getting to November, as with my prior monthly market snapshots, these numbers are for the city of Murrieta only and single family detached homes only. These November results, they are a bit of a mixed bag of good and bad for both buyers and sellers. Our takeaway is to not get too overly concerned about just 1 month of data and jump to any conclusions. We are taking a bit of a wait and see approach. The average sales price is down 2.7% at $483,000 compared to $496,000 last year. The sales price decreasing versus the prior year is a different result than we have been seeing lately, but this is a good example of what I mean by not overreacting. Moving on to closed sales, which are up 22.4%, so 153 this year compared to only 125 last year. This is consistent with what we've seen lately. Let's talk briefly about what was going on with the SoCal real estate market in November of 2018 last year, because it is very important to understand. After a very hot summer selling season where there was lots of bidding wars and prices were increasing very steadily, things started to slow a bit in the fall and the winter, which can happen seasonally to a certain degree anyways. But people started to panic a bit, as I recall, and there was a lot of talk beginning to happen that we were experiencing a shift in the real estate market. So it's not surprising to see the number of closed sales up this November from last year, because this year there was no panic factor. Days on market is up 16.3% at 57 days compared to 49 days last year, which is also consistent with what we've seen for the most part of the year, particularly in the last few months. It's taking a little longer for houses to sell. The number of listings is down 25.5% to 435 compared to 584 last year. It is also no surprise that the listing inventory is 25% less than last year, because when people start to panic, buyers, they want to wait and see, and therefore they have a tendency to sit on the sidelines until they feel comfortable. So listings, otherwise known as inventory, started piling up a bit last year. Also, interest rates, if you recall, were notably higher last November, with the 30-year conventional fixed-rate mortgage a little above the 5% mark. In contrast to today, my buyer client getting a conventional 30-year loan, he just locked 3.75% last week. Big difference. In 2019, the Murrieta housing market, it picked right back up. In my opinion, that was spurred on by the lower interest rates. We had a good spring and summer buying season, but it was not as hot as the year before. If you're considering moving to my area here in Murrieta, California, we have put together a relocation guide to help you get acquainted to the area. There is a link in the description below for that, and it is available for immediate download. We created this channel to help folks get to know what it's like to live here and to educate you on the market. We have neighborhood tour videos, as well as videos discussing topics like activities for kids and restaurant recommendations to get a feel for what it's like living in Murrieta. As always, I love getting feedback and addressing any questions you have about the SoCal real estate market. Drop me a message below or a question in the comments. I answer them all personally and normally within 24 hours. Stay tuned for my next video, which I publish every week. Till next time, thanks, bye.